A very good day once again to all students. Thank you for joining us again once again. So now we have reached part 4, which is on gap text. Let's recap a bit on the previous part, on part 3 just now. Okay, part 3 of the paper, we have extended text where you have to look for answers based on the long text and a few questions there. Now, let's have a look at part 4, which is about gap text. So over here, you have a text given with sentences that have been removed. So your job is to look for suitable sentences that make sense to be included once again to complete the essay. Once again, okay, let's have a look at some tips and strategies given here. Right, so in gap text, it requires your careful attention as there might be sentences, as we remember just now, 8 sentences given but only 6 gaps given here. So, some might be difficult for you to look for. Let's have a look at the first one. Please read the entire passage from start to finish to at least to get to know what it's all about. So, as a general idea, we get the context, we get the topic. It will make us easier to look for clues within the sentences to fill it up. Next, let's read the sentences that have been removed from the passage. Look at sentences. If we see something that the topic is unsuitable, for example, it is a very good idea for us to remove that part. After that, please go back to the passage and reread the sentences that come before and after the missing paragraphs. So if you see before and after, usually there could be synonyms or repeated words that shows the link between before and after. Next, please pay attention to pronouns. If the pronouns are incorrect, that is probably not a suitable sentence for us to fill it up. Next, after you have placed back all the sentences in the gaps, please reread the passage. See, does it make sense? Do you have to change anything? And another one, please remember, you do not have to always start with the first gap. Start what is easy first. Use the remainder ones to slowly fill up the difficult ones. This is also another form of process of elimination that will help you find the best answers. So, always plan smart, number 1. Number 2, read carefully. Number 3, choose wisely. And remember, you got this. You can do it. Although some may find it difficult, with practice, definitely you can do this. Right, so why don't we see one sample so that we can practice after this. Let's look at one sample of question here. Over here, you are going to read an article about phone scammers. Right, so this is a very famous topic now. So, we already get the clue here. 6 sentences have been removed. Remember 6. Choose from sentences A to H. So, 6 and 8. Remember, there are 2 missing parts. 2 difficult ones to make it as called distractors, to make it tougher for you. There are 2 extra sentences, as we mentioned just now. Mark your answer on the answer sheet. Once again, for practice here, we do not have to write down the answer sheet, but for your real exam, please make sure you mark down your answers in the hybrid examination sheet. Right, so let's have a look. Phone scammers, how to protect yourself. Topic is given, clearly. First, let's have a look straight at the sentences before and after. Scammers often pose as legitimate organizations such as banks, government agency, or even family members. 2. Trick people into revealing personal information or sending money. Okay, this is before. Now, after, these fraudsters often claim that your account has been compromised and request sensitive details such as your PIN number, password, or even ask you to transfer money to secure your account. Right, so where can we find the clues? Remember, clues must be either synonyms or have a link. Okay, so over here is highlighted fraudsters. Where can we find fraudsters? Okay, option A here, we have fraudsters. That is similar, exactly repeated words. One of the most common scams involves fraudsters pretending from a bank or financial institution. The same here, repeated words. Okay, so let's have a look at the second one. Once again, we look at before and after the sentence. Okay, let's see number 28. Okay, the sentence before. Okay, we have read out. These fraudsters offer claim that the account has been compromised and request sensitive details such as your PIN number, password, or even ask you to transfer money to secure account. Now, let's look at the sentence after that. Scammers pretending to be government officials may threaten legal action if you do not pay an immediate fee or debt, creating a sense of urgency that pushes a victim to act quickly. Right, okay, so what is being highlighted here? Scammers pretending. Where can we find synonyms or repeated words? Okay, let's have a look. The best is option C here. Okay, we have scammers pretend. Scammers pretending, repeated words. So, C is the best answer. Another common scam is when scammers pretend to be from the tax department, threatening you with arrest or legal charges if you do not act immediately. Right, so far, we have done the technique here. Why don't we see the next part? Okay, so let's look at 29. We see the sentence before and after first. Many people fall victim to phone scams every year because scammers are able to sound convincing and urgent. Okay, sentence after. This could be your bank or a government agency. Right, so let's look for the clues here. Sound convincing. Where can we find repeated words or synonym? Okay, so the best answer here will be G here. Okay, so let's look at G. Why is it important? Sound convincing, sounds real. It is a synonym to trusted source. Okay, let's have a look at the answer here. They may even go as far as using caller ID, spoofing. That is how you make something fake that looks real, which makes it appear that the call is coming from a trusted source. Okay, so this is how we do it for number 29. Right, so next one, let's have a look at number 30. Okay, once again, we see the sentence before and after. Okay, 30. This could be your bank or a government agency. Sentence before. After, scammers often ask victims to send money through untraceable methods such as wire transfer or gift cards, making it nearly impossible to track the scammer or recover the lost money. Right, okay, let's look at the clues here. Okay, we have untraceable methods. Let's look for the synonym or repeated words. Okay, which is the most suitable one? Okay, over here, I think we will look at H. Let's have a look. Untraceable methods. Such methods. The word methods here are repeated words. Okay, so what is the answer here? Let's see. Remember that legitimate business will never ask for payment in this way, so always be cautious if you are asked to send money via such methods. Right, once again, repeated words. Okay, so next one, let's have a look at number 31. Okay, let's have a look once again, before and after. Before. Okay, scammers often ask victims to send money through untraceable methods, such as wire transfers or gift cards, making it nearly impossible to track the scammer or recover the lost money. Now, let's look at the sentence after. If you receive such a call, it is best to hang up immediately. Right, once again, let's look for the clue here. Call. Okay, we have word call here. Okay, I think the best answer we have here is B. Let's have a look at B. Call is linked to the idea of contact. It is linked together. Call and contact are similar idea. Okay, so let's have a look. What is the answer here? If you're unsure, it's always safe to contact the company directly using an official number. Now, let's have a look at one final one. Okay, look at number 32. Let's look at the sentence once again. before and after. To avoid falling for these scams, always be cautious when receiving unsolicited calls. Okay, unsolicited, that has no caller ID or we didn't save the number yet. And let's look at the sentence after that. It is important to take your time and ensure the request is legitimate. Okay, so let's look for the clue. Here we have unsolicited calls. So the best answer would be E here. Unsolicited, as we have discussed just now, it means that without caller ID or we didn't save the number, this is similar. Who is calling you? Who? Question mark. We don't know who is it. Okay, so best answer, always verify who is calling you before taking any action, especially when asked for personal information or payment. Okay, so these two are linked together. So we have all filled up every part with here. One thing we can do is, when we fill up, reread back. Does it make sense? If it doesn't make sense, there's a possibility that the answers are not correct. So all this, we take practice. As you practice more and more and more, you will polish up your techniques and able to look for the answers with precision better over time. So hope this helps. To know more about part 5 about matching and information transfer, okay, please tune in for the next session. Thank you.